15 years is a long ass time, bro, okay? This figure might be older than some people watching this video right now, and that just blows my fucking mind, dude. How is that even possible, okay? I cannot believe this time period was 15 years ago. I'm getting old, man. Okay, now what was I doing 15 years ago? Maybe watching Dragon Ball Z, you know, because we're talking about Goku in a video and shit. Probably watching like Foster's or something like that. Great show, by the way. I mean, come on now, just a fucking classic, okay? But 15 years ago, Tamashii Nation started dropping some fucking bangers with their new Dragon Ball line, okay? Now with that, we got our first Dragon Ball SH Figuarts figure, which was Piccolo. No idea why they chose Piccolo as the first figure, but you know what? Piccolo's a great fucking guy though, so it don't even matter. I'm sure the figure was great. But their second figure, okay, was their first ever Goku figure. Not just, you know, any Goku, but Super Saiyan Goku. Now, do I know why they didn't start off with a base Goku? No. But Super Saiyan Goku is cooler anyway, so does it really matter? No. Alright. Now, we're here to kind of have a little blast from the past, if you will, okay? We're here to talk about the first SH Figuarts Goku figure from Tamashii Nations. Having him in hand feels very weird. I'm just can't even believe it's actually in my house right now, but I am very excited to talk about him. And yeah, without further ado, let's just get into it. Now, I can confidently say when it comes to the box, this is easily one of my favorites in my entire collection. I know I'm a fucking dork for that. I care about cardboard, but my nigga, this shit is hard, okay? I always talk about how the OG Tamashii Nations boxes had just that swag to them, okay? They had that extra flair to them, and this is what I'm talking about, okay? Something about it it's just so cool looking, dude. I don't know, the whole minimalistic thing now is, you know, nice or whatever, but this right here is what I'm talking about, okay? Now in the front, you got this big silhouette of Goku right here. You have Super Saiyan Son Goku on the side, all of the correct labels, Funimation, Toei, Dragon Ball Z under there, Tamashii Nations Bandai. You go to the side, you have an entire full body silhouette of Goku, and then on the back you just have some poses, regular Tamashii Nations blurbs or whatever. Interestingly enough though, it does say Dragon Ball Z Kai on the back, while the front has the Dragon Ball Z logo and branding. I'm pretty sure this did come around the time that Kai started airing. I know I caught it on Toonami back then, around that time period, so that would make sense, but that was just a cool, interesting detail. But yeah, enough of me yapping about this. It's been a minute long. I need help. Now, taking Goku out of the box, as you can clearly see, the colors are very different, okay? These colors are from the manga version, or the manga colors of Goku, which I really actually like a lot more than I was expecting. I know a lot of people do not care for this yellow, and I completely understand. It can be jarring, but for me personally, I think I like it just because it's different. I'm so used to seeing the orange all the time in the anime colors that having this yellow color and this really bright blue is really cool, honestly, and it kind of looks really good with the Super Saiyan hair. Like, he kind of lights up, or like he has this aura around him where it makes his gi look brighter in a sense. I know that's not what it's supposed to, you know, show, but it just to me that just looks cool. But yeah, man, other than that, the paint does look really good. It has some very light shading on the arms, the neck, and the face sculpts. Not the best, kind of sloppy, but for the time period I think it's fine. It looks good. The sculpting with the outfit itself looks really nice. Wrinkles in the pants, boots or shoes, whatever you want to call them, look good. Paint on the bottom of the shoes has faded a little bit for sure, but like I said, 15 years, to be expected, okay? Back of the figure looks nice. The hair is just really bright yellow. I don't know how my camera is picking it up. It looks a little bit darker, but in person, trust me, it is very bright. Like, I mean, it's exactly just straight up bright blonde, bright yellow. It is, yeah, and there's really no shading in the hair either, but like I said, to be expected, but it still looks pretty good to this day. I think it's all handled pretty well. I think Tamashii Nations definitely killed it when it came to the looks, especially for something that came out such a long time ago. They did a pretty fucking good job, all things considered. Now, when it comes to the articulation, honestly, way better than I expected, okay? Now, getting into the head and neck articulation, can go down literally pretty much all the way. It does kind of bounce back up a little bit. That's just, I think my figure, just like I said, over time, it's just aged. Goes up around this much, okay amount. Like I said, the hair obviously is going to get in the way. It's just a lot going on. Side to side around this much, completely looks like you're breaking his neck. Can go complete 360. Yeah, the range of motion is pretty pretty good. Okay, now moving on to his arms, they can go up a little bit more than a T-pose. Sleeves obviously are going to get in the way, but not as badly as I was expecting. They still don't feel super stiff. You know, they can still get up there a fair amount. Okay, complete 360. In terms of going in, obviously, of course, this is before, you know, butterfly joints and all that shit. So honestly, all things considered, this is an okay amount. This is not too bad. Obviously, the chest is pretty big, so it is going to get in the way of the arms going more inwards, but like I said, nothing you can do about it. Bicep swivel, real nice double jointed arms. Then standard wrist articulation. Okay, this was probably revolutionary for the time. Okay, 2010, this type of wrist articulation was just not seen. Okay, Figma was not doing this shit. All right, that's not even me trying to hate. I'm just trying to give my props to Tamashii Nation's engineering. Okay, now moving to the torso and ab articulation, not too bad. It can go around this much. You can pop it in and out. Goes like that. It is very wobbly for sure, definitely gotten loose over the years, but like I said, it doesn't bother me too much. Can get a little bit annoying, but you know, easily 360, perfect. Like I said, torso articulation, I was expecting it to move pretty much not at all. It moves a lot more than I was expecting. Okay, so I'm honestly thoroughly impressed. I like it, it's fine. Now moving on to the legs, they were using the drop down system, so they can go up around this much, and then you drop them down, they go up around this much, relatively the same, but still, it, you know, it does its job. It definitely helps when we're doing the split. You pop them out, full splits, solid. Now the 1.0 knees are definitely my least favorite part of the 1.0 bodies. I'm not a fan of these. The look is okay, but the articulation itself, it really only gives you single jointed range. It's not double jointed at all. Not my favorite, but it'll get the job done depending on what type of poses you're doing, but they will be limited. Okay, and then standard ankle articulation, you know, just pretty much the same things that they use for Goku figures nowadays for the most part. Everything still works fine. Everything still feels nice and tight for the most part, besides the waist. It's definitely wobbly. Kind of has the whole Yuji effect going on that I have with my Yuji figure. Okay, but overall, everything still feels really well put together. It doesn't feel like cheap plastic. Everything feels really nice, really high quality. And I'm genuinely surprised with how well this figure aged in terms of articulation. It is pretty good.
How did you manage this?
I bought it with money.
Nice. Hey, you know what would go good with these sandwiches?
Funny internet videos.
Now, when it comes to accessories, they were very, very generous. Okay, I'm lying. Okay, it didn't come with shit. Okay, it's their second Dragon Ball figure. I'm not gonna do all that. It was 2010, 2009. I'm not going to do that. Okay, but he does come with an instant transmission hand, a pair of hands for ki blast, and then a pair of hands for Kamehas. Okay, standard, very mandatory and standard accessories for Goku figures, besides the instant transmission hand. I guess you could leave that out of a lot of Goku figures, but the other two, I mean, just mandatory pretty much for any Dragon Ball figure at this point, especially the ki blast hands. Come on. Okay, now he does come with two faces. One is the face outside of the box, his regular stern looking face. He looks very angry. Okay, now definitely some paint coming off a little bit, but like I said, with age and, you know, due time, is gonna happen. Then he comes with a face for where he's charging up or yelling, etc., whatever you want to do with it. It looks pretty cool. Like I said, definitely the paint job is, you know, a little bit sloppy here and there, but other than that, the expression still looks good. They've still reused this face for a lot of figures past this point. I think both of them look fine. In terms of accessories, they're all right. You know, just it is what it is. Okay, I'm not mad at it. I can't even really think of myself what else they could have gave him for, you know, just a regular Super Saiyan Goku. Obviously, also comes with the fist hands out the box, but I mean, you've already seen them. Of course, you know that they're there. But yeah, man, for a figure that was announced in 2009 and came out in 2010, this is not bad. I mean, back then, did figures really even come with accessories like that? If you really think about it, especially extra hands and shit, this was probably, like I said, revolutionary. Okay, so all in all, they're okay. They're okay accessories. Now for some quick size comparisons, here he is next to the SHF Chainsaw Man, Saiyan Armor Trunks, SHF 2.0 Piccolo, SHF Saiyan Raised on Earth Goku, and the SHF 2.0 Kakashi. Now in terms of height, I think he fits in fine with the Dragon Ball characters. He looks around the same height as Saiyan Raised on Earth Goku, not too tall. I mean, the hair is obviously going to make him look taller, but I mean, come on, what are you going to do about that? That's the whole design. So, you know, other than that though, he fits in fine. Kakashi fits in fine. Denji, not really, but he's from a different series, so it doesn't really matter. So I mean, yeah, in terms of height, I think he's pretty good. For my final thoughts, it's definitely a really cool piece to have in the collection. It was fun going back and seeing where Tamashii Nation started with their Dragon Ball line and seeing, you know, a lot of the older shit that they made, or at least this piece of older shit that they made. It was really cool, man. Okay, now in terms of how much I paid for it, I got them for 30 bucks off eBay. That's pretty much the only reason why I bought them, because I was like, it's a steal, I gotta get them. So yeah, seller did a really good job packaging it up and all that, so it was real. I was like, hopefully it's not a fake. It was definitely not fake, had all the right labels, figure feels great, so that was awesome. So yeah, if you want to pick them up, I guess it just depends on how much you really care about the Dragon Ball line for SH Figuarts, I guess, or how much you love Tamashii Nations. You know, it just really just depends. But yeah, next review should be Prowler Miles the Marvel Legends. He's coming out early, so that's awesome. I think October 16th. I got him on Amazon, so he's still available right now if y'all want to go pick him up. And yeah, man, I think after that I'm gonna take a break from reviews because I am really burnt out right now. I'm getting really burnt out, so I'm probably gonna make some more commentary videos, and then I think I'm gonna come back with a review for the 1.0, or a retrospective, excuse me, for the 1.0 Future Trunks. I did recently pick him up. He should be coming in the mail soon. Very excited for that figure. So yeah, a break from reviews after Miles, and then yeah, so that's what the schedule's looking like right now. So just expect that to happen. And yeah, hope y'all stay safe. Please like and subscribe. Hope y'all enjoyed the video, and I'm gonna see you niggas next time. All right.
You don't want me, you just want a cloud. Mom told me be patient, but